Welcome, franchise professionals and franchise fans. I'm Maximilian with this episode of SpotOn Snippet. I'm here today to discuss the values, motives, and fears of an emulator and the attributes that would make an emulator an excellent franchise within the right business, maybe even your franchise system. You've met the emulator. He comes across as confident and capable. He's assertive, energetic, and slightly impulsive. He's creative and innovative, and seems to find a dozen new ways to take your concept to the next level. The emulator's life is filled with variety, adventure, and excitement. He savors all things new. The emulator is drawn to things that others may see as risky. The emulator is enthusiastic and persuasive. He is fearless in the face of competition. Add handsome to that list, and that sounds a lot like me. He's looking for self-sufficiency and seems to have the drive to attain it. The emulator combines an abstract disdain for conformity with an outsider's awe of others' wealth, prestige, and power. That's why we call them emulators. Emulators are trendsetters and early adopters of ideas and technology, which provide ways for them to stay connected, entertained, and hopefully build a business without limits. Emulators are avid consumers. They favor unique, cutting-edge products, services, and businesses that reflect their need to impress. Not surprising, then, that they would be particularly excited about franchise concepts that allow them to provide unique and innovative ideas, products, or services to others. Is the emulator a good fit for your company? Compatibility comes from having shared values. Values dictate one's behavior. In fact, all decisions and behavior, including how we spend our time and money, are based on our values. Let's look at the values of an emulator. Money, innovation, recognition, image, independence, competence, competition, flexibility, without limit, leverageability, success, prestige, instant gratification, variety, challenge. The emulator, however, is not immune to having fears. Like most fears, they can either stop someone from doing something or motivate them to take action. The emulator has a fear of being embarrassed. The last thing he wants is to make a mistake or bad decision and have someone notice. Underlying that fear is a feeling of inadequacy or incompetence, which could lead to failure. Ironically, it's these very feelings of inadequacy and fear of embarrassment that will have the emulator work hard and do whatever he must to succeed. There you have it, an emulator's values, motives, and fears. What attributes, then, would make an emulator an excellent franchisee within your business? If your business requires someone who enjoys competing, the emulator is your guy. If your business requires someone to be resourceful and innovative, the emulator is your guy. If your business is filled with diversity and adventure, the emulator is your guy. If your business is dynamic and provides room for an out-of-the-box non-conformist, the emulator is your guy. If your business has unlimited potential and allows for the franchisee to leverage other people's money or talent, the emulator is your guy. If your business requires little back-office involvement by the franchisee, the emulator is your guy. If your franchisee system provides recognition and quick return on investment, the emulator is your guy. Is the emulator your ideal franchisee? This SpotOn Snippet was sponsored by Zoracle Profiles. Zoracle's science predicts franchisee compatibility and performance. If you found this interesting, then subscribe to my Maximilian YouTube channel for other SpotOn Snippet.